Discussing the Tao cultivation, cultivator Qing Yi, the cunning rogue and a strange destiny with a mortal. Welcome, fellow Taoist cultivators, to the cave abode of 1991 Review. This is a gathering place for brilliant minds, dedicated to decoding karmic opportunities Codian, and discussing characters in the world of Xinxia. Today, we will collectively unveil the truth of the character cultivator Qing Yi, Tan Daixiusi, an old, cunning nascent soul in Gwyn on rogue cultivator Tan Tu, who is nonetheless surrounded by unusual fateful encounters. Portrait of the experienced rogue cultivator in the chaotic star seas. In the harsh realm of mortal cultivation, Pham Nan Tu Tien, where every step is either a great opportunity, Codian, or a calamity, Keep Nan, cultivator Qing Yi appears as a minor figure, yet bearing the deep imprint of a wily nascent soul rogue cultivator. Possessing the gaunt appearance of an old Confucian scholar, Lao No Sin, hidden beneath his razor-sharp intellect, a complex personality, and a rare hint of sincerity. Despite only appearing briefly in the Void Heaven Palace, Huthien Dain's side dungeon Fo Ban, Qing Yi left a profound impression through his cunning schemes, the cautiousness typical of a self-reliant cultivator, and a hard-to-explain karmic connection with Han Li. If the old man knew that he suddenly acquired a disciple, namely Fei Yu Lu Fai Vu, through Han Li's machinations, he would surely look up and laugh heartily, exclaiming, "So that's how it is? What a genius indeed." True to his nature, Qing Yi would not only refrain from seeking retribution, but would applaud Han Li's audacity and ingenuity, viewing it as a predestined karmic connection that cannot be forced. Cultivator Qing Yi, a lonely rogue cultivator residing on South Crane Island, Nam Hak Dao, amidst chaotic star seas, Lone Tin Hai, represents a self-made class of cultivators. With a nascent soul stage cultivation base that isn't overly outstanding, scarce resources, and dwindling lifespan, Dong Gwyn, what truly sets him apart is his astuteness and strategy. He acts cautiously, always calculating every step. However, once an opportunity arises, he strikes decisively with astonishing speed and ferocity. Tao battle at the Void Heaven Palace. The rogue cultivator strategy. At the Void Heaven Palace, a place filled with treasures and lurking dangers, Qing Yi showcased the cunning of an experienced rogue cultivator. He refused Man Hu Zi's Man Ho Tu invitation to pick lifespan fruits, Dong Gwyn Kwa, not out of lack of desire, but because he had already discerned a greater secret that ancestor Jin, Siusiam Desu, was hiding. The bold decision to follow Jin led him to Han Li, who possessed a blood jade spider, Hieyat Nak Tri Chu, a key to season the Void Heaven Cauldron, Huthien Din. This act not only demonstrated his astuteness, but also exposed his ambition to control the situation. When Jin discovered him via the seven flames of Heaven's capital, Dien Du Hoa, and forced him out of his hiding spot, Qing Yi remained calm, his left hand gripping the clear dawn needle Tan Min Cham, his protective Dharma treasure, ready for a confrontation. Though outwardly he maintained the gentle demeanor of a harmless old Confucian scholar, this action revealed his extremely thorough preparation. The move to compete for a disciple, needles hidden in cotton, the dispute to take on a disciple at Small Stone Mountain, Chu Thatch Sun, is one of the moments that further elevated Qing Yi's renown. With the keen insight of a rogue cultivator, he quickly noticed Ancestor Jin's particular interest in Han Li. In the wild grasslands town Gwyn Da, he hurriedly tailed Jin, silently eavesdropping on the conversation between the two. When Jin exposed Han Li's status as a rogue cultivator, Qing Yi immediately seized a chance, intervening in this complicated relationship by offering to take Han Li as his disciple. This was a move that was both bold and treacherous, aimed not only at controlling Han Li, the possessive spider, but also a major gamble to pressure Jin. When Jin grew enraged over being robbed of a person, Qing Yi casually declared it was just a joke, while cleverly roping in Man Hu Zi to force Jin to concede. This craftiness surprised even Wu Chou, Su, Jin's subordinate, at the suddenness and calculated ruthlessness of the old man's plan. However, Qing Yi was not wrong to highly regard Han Li. With the audacity of a rogue cultivator, the young man decisively expressed his intention to self-destruct a treasure to seize a chance at survival. This determination softened Jin, and at the same time, paved the way for Qing Yi to genuinely consider taking a disciple. He declared that he had never taken a disciple, and with his lifespan nearing its end, if Han Li bowed to him as master, all of his assets would belong to the young man. Doesn't that sound enticing, fellow Taoists? Though unable to formally take Han Li as his disciple, Qing Yi still left his mark through rare moments of sincerity. Inside the Void Heaven Palace, he transformed into a blue crane bird, Chim Tan Kai, to assist Han Li, help him avoid trouble. He committed to protecting Han Li and truly kept his word, even advising him to flee to save his life. Significantly, on Profound Mirror Island, Huin Kin Dao, after witnessing the anomalies caused by the Star Palace, Tin Kum, Qing Yi regretted not providing Han Li with a means of self-preservation. He reluctantly gave away the clear Dawn Needle Talisman treasure, Tan Min Cham Fu Bao, a powerful Dharma treasure representing himself, to Han Li for defense. For a rogue cultivator as famously stingy as Qing Yi, this act was not just a gamble, but also a recognition of Han Li's quality. Fighting style, discreet and efficient. Cultivator Qing Yi embodies a style of never act unless necessary, but once he acts, it shakes the heavens and earth. The clear dawn needle Dharma treasure, shaped like an acupuncture needle, with its lightning speed and terrifying destructive power, reflects a surprising and efficient fighting approach. The way he retrieved his Dharma treasure, gentle yet precise, reminds people of an old Chinese medicine practitioner, Dong Wai, skilled in medical arts. Perhaps due to a lack of medicinal pills, Qing Yi learned to survive by his own means, from combat to treatment. This style is the clearest illustration of Min Lai Tong Cham, needle hidden in cotton, outwardly gentle and soft-spoken, but with sharpness and decisiveness hidden within. Compared to Jin, who flares up the blue flame at the slightest provocation, Qing Yi is more discreet, preferring words over brute force. For him, fighting means consuming resources, and a poor rogue cultivator like him always has to economize every little bit. Conclusion: the fate between two generations of rogue cultivators. Despite his cunning and caution, Qing Yi ultimately could not transcend the limitations of a rogue cultivator. At the Void Heaven Palace, he was left empty-handed, not only failing to acquire treasures, but also losing his most precious Clear Dawn Needle Talisman treasure. With limited resources and exhausted lifespan, he gradually faded from subsequent events and passed away in silence. However, the strange and unique karmic connection with Han Li offers a glimmer of hope. Han Li's act of borrowing the tiger's prestige under the name Li Fei was not just a scheme, but a thread of destiny binding two generations of rogue cultivators, opening a faint possibility for Qing Yi's fate. Cultivator Qing Yi is embodiment of a typical rogue cultivator. Cunning, ruthless when necessary, but not without a hint of sincerity. Despite his tragic fate, his karmic tie with Han Li and his Min Lai Tong Cham style remain unforgettable. In the vast chaotic star seas, Qing Yi is not just a fleeting shadow, but a story of opportunity, strategy, and perseverance on a long road to immortality. It's not easy to create content. I hope you, fellow Taoists, will bestow a compliment by liking the video and leaving a comment so that this humble cultivator can find the motivation to continue analyzing other characters. May all fellow Taoist cultivators be blessed with abundant wealth and a smooth path to cultivation. If any of you particularly like the character Ancestor Jin, CUCM Lao Ke, please comment and let this humble one know. In the next video, we'll together unravel the secrets of that old monster. Thank you all for watching this humble cultivator's video. I look forward to seeing you in the next discussion of 1991 Review. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any of our videos.